Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's topic is something that's really close to my heart, coping with depression. If you've ever felt like you're stuck in a dark place, like the weight of the world is too heavy to carry, I want you to know you're not alone. Depression is tough and it can feel isolating, but I promise there are ways to cope, heal, and move forward. It's like being stuck in the metaphorical basement and the door is jammed shut. But there are ways out, even if it doesn't feel like it. In this video, I'll share insights on self-care, the importance of seeking help, and even some personal experiences that shaped my journey. Let's talk about it together, because sometimes just knowing that someone else understands can make all the difference. First, let's acknowledge what depression feels like. It's more than just feeling sad or having a bad day. It can feel like a heavy fog that doesn't lift, a constant exhaustion even after rest, or a sense of numbness where nothing seems to matter. You wake up tired, you go to bed tired, and you spend all the time in between feeling like you're just going through the motions. And sometimes it can manifest physically too. Aches and pains, digestive issues, headaches that just won't quit. It's like your body is mirroring the exhaustion and pain in your mind. It's important to remember that depression looks different for everyone. There's no single experience, no checklist of symptoms that dictates whether or not you're depressed enough. If you're struggling, if you resonate with any of what I'm describing, know that your experience is valid. I want to say this up front. If you feel this way, it's not your fault. Depression isn't a sign of weakness. It's a real condition that millions of people experience. It doesn't make you flawed or broken, it makes you human. And recognizing it is the first step toward taking care of yourself. Because you deserve to feel better, to experience the world in all its vibrancy and joy, even if that feels impossible right now. We're going to talk about some ways to start chipping away at that darkness, one small step at a time. When you're feeling low, even basic things like getting out of bed can feel overwhelming. It's like every task, no matter how small, requires climbing a mountain. The key here is to not judge yourself for feeling this way. It's okay to feel overwhelmed, to feel paralyzed by the weight of it all. Give yourself permission to feel those feelings, to acknowledge them without judgment. And then, when you're ready, let's talk about starting small. Because sometimes, the smallest steps in the right direction can end up being the biggest steps of your life. It could be as simple as brushing your teeth, drinking a glass of water, or sitting outside for 5 minutes. Maybe it's just opening the curtains and letting a little bit of light into your room. Or maybe it's putting on your favorite song, even if you don't feel like dancing. The point is, these seemingly insignificant actions are actually huge victories. They're proof that you're still fighting, that you're still here, and that you're capable of taking care of yourself, even in the smallest ways. Celebrate those little victories. They do matter. Write them down, share them with a friend, acknowledge them in whatever way feels right for you. Because every step you take, no matter how small, is a step towards healing and hope. I know, the last thing you want to do when you're feeling depressed is exercise. The thought of putting on workout clothes and hitting the gym can feel about as appealing as climbing Mount Everest barefoot. But trust me on this one, okay? Movement, even in its gentlest forms, can be incredibly powerful. We're not talking about intense workouts or marathon training here. We're talking about gentle movement like stretching, yoga, or even a short walk around the block. The key is to find something that feels good for your body and mind, something that doesn't feel like another chore on your to-do list. And here's why. When you move your body, even just a little bit, your brain releases endorphins. And endorphins, my friends, are like little mood-boosting ninjas. They help reduce stress, alleviate pain, and even improve sleep. I've found that just standing up and stretching for a few minutes makes me feel a little more connected to myself, a little less like I'm floating through space. It's like reminding my body that it's still here, that it's capable of moving and feeling and being present in the world. So if you're feeling up to it, try incorporating a little bit of movement into your day. It doesn't have to be much, just something to get your blood flowing and your endorphins pumping. You might be surprised by how much of a difference it can make. I get it. When you're grappling with depression, food can feel like a foreign concept. Sometimes, the thought of preparing a meal feels as daunting as solving a complex mathematical equation. Your appetite might vanish, or you might find yourself craving comfort foods that don't exactly scream nutritional powerhouse. But here's the thing. Just like movement, nourishing your body is an act of self-care, a way of showing yourself kindness and compassion during a difficult time. And it doesn't have to involve elaborate recipes or gourmet ingredients. Start with something simple: a piece of fruit, a handful of nuts, or even a warm cup of tea. Focus on incorporating foods that are easy to digest and provide sustained energy, like whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins. Think of food as fuel, as a way to nourish your body and mind so that you have the strength to navigate the challenges ahead. And if cooking feels overwhelming, there's no shame in opting for pre-cut veggies, frozen meals, or takeout. The most important thing is that you're eating something, anything, to keep your body fueled and hydrated. Taking care of your body can help your mind heal too. It's a reminder that you're worthy of nourishment, that you deserve to feel good both physically and mentally. Depression thrives in chaos. It loves to throw your schedule out the window and disrupt your sleep patterns. Even the simplest tasks can feel insurmountable. Days blur together, motivation dwindles. That's where routine comes in. It's about creating structure and predictability. Start small, set an alarm, and get out of bed at the same time each day. Schedule a walk, a call with a friend, or a creative activity. A loose routine can provide normalcy and control. It can regulate sleep patterns and boost your mood. Creating a simple routine brings stability and purpose. Now, this one can be tough, I know. When you're struggling with depression, it's easy to isolate yourself. Talking about how you're feeling can feel incredibly vulnerable. Bottling up those feelings only gives them more power. They fester and grow, amplifying isolation and despair. Sharing your experience can help lighten the load. It doesn't have to be a grand declaration. Sometimes a simple "I'm struggling" is enough. Choose someone who listens without judgment. This could be a friend, a family member, or a mentor. Sharing can help you feel less alone. It can also help your loved ones understand and support you. Reaching out for support is a sign of strength. It takes courage to acknowledge and share your struggles. Now, we've talked about self-care, about reaching out to loved ones, about starting small and building routines, and these are all incredibly important steps on the journey of coping with depression. But sometimes we need a little extra support. Sometimes we need the guidance and expertise of a professional who understands the intricacies of mental health. And there's absolutely no shame in that. In fact, seeking professional help is a sign of incredible strength and self-awareness. It means you're willing to prioritize your mental well-being, to invest in your own healing and growth. Therapy or counseling can provide you with tools and support to navigate depression. It's a safe space to explore your thoughts and feelings, to develop coping mechanisms, and to challenge negative thought patterns. A therapist can help you understand the root causes of your depression, work through past traumas, and develop strategies for managing your symptoms. It's not about fixing you, you're not broken, but about giving you space to heal and grow. It's about equipping you with the tools and knowledge to navigate the ups and downs of life, to build resilience, and to cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself. And if therapy feels out of reach, there are online options and free resources in many areas. Don't hesitate to reach out to your doctor, a local mental health organization, or a trusted friend or family member for help finding resources in your community. Dealing with depression isn't easy, but you're stronger than you think. Take things one day or even one moment at a time. Be kind to yourself, celebrate small wins, and don't be afraid to reach out for help when you need it. If this video helped you, or if you have tips or experiences to share, drop them in the comments. Let's build a community where we can support each other through the hard times and celebrate the good ones. Because connection, my friends, is a powerful antidote to isolation and despair. And remember, you're not alone. You are enough, just as you are, and brighter days are ahead. Even when the darkness feels all-consuming, remember that you are a source of light, of strength, of resilience. Keep fighting, keep reaching out, keep believing in the possibility of a brighter tomorrow.